Hello, I'm Deepa, founder of Purna Wellbeing, and I'm very happy today to be live um, after a very long time, actually. Um, so, I wanted to share and bring to you this very special offering, which is called Discovering or Discover Your Core Self. So, just wanted to share my perspectives, my thoughts about this. Have you experienced, there are times when outer circumstances affect you very heavily, and at that time, you tend to lose your ground. It has happened with me. I lose my ground, and at that time, our emotions go flying all over. There's a very intense emotional activity happening within, or suddenly the energy dips, or my clarity goes for a toss. I'm not able to think clearly. There is a lot of confusion in the mind. And when that happens, the inner narratives, there are these critical inner narratives which says, I'm not good enough, I'm good for nothing, I'm unlucky. All of that come and they stop us from being effective in the world. Um, when these happens, when we are thrown by the external situation, um, we need an anchor. So, when there is an anchor, what happens is whatever the situation happens, we are able to anchor ourselves and move forward. Now, such an anchor can be either outside or inside. First, let's talk about the anchor which is outside. Definitely, when an anchor which is outside you get, it helps you to slow down yourself, pause, figure out what your emotions you're feeling, think clearly, and move ahead. But what happens when this outer anchor, it could be a person, it could be an object, it could be a situation that anchors you. What if next time you feel thrown and this outer anchor is not there, not available? Again, you will be thrown and you feel that, oh, this person is not there. Either my friend is not there, my spouse is not there. Now, what do I do? How do I anchor myself now? So, the anchor being inside is the best. Uh, because what happens when you have the anchor inside? It is unlimited supply. You don't have to wait for anybody. You can just access it anytime. It is just available in plenty, and it's always available. Yeah. So at that time, what you feel is you can always depend on your inner anchor. Now, why I am saying all this is because of my own journey. For the biggest amount or longest amount of time, I have been quite ungrounded. It has been very difficult to find my ground. So the outer situations will, could throw me, and I would be emotionally extremely all over. And there are times when I could not decide. I would have issues with getting clarity, and it would affect all areas of my life, be it parenting, be it at work, and or be it just in household chores. And when that happens, I would have to invest so much energy to come back to my to ground actually. Now, with this, what happens is there is this feeling of I'm not sure whether I am good enough. That would keep coming. Because if I'm good enough, then why do I keep being thrown like this? Why am I not anchored? This will always be the question. And then I would definitely seek. I've sought therapy, I have sought coaching, I've gone for coaching sessions. I became a therapist myself. Now I practice also as a coach. So, and then I went to spiritual organizations, explored a lot of self development courses. And after all this journey, I've come to realize one thing very clearly, that the anchor, when it is inside, it is unlimited in supply, it's always present, and it's quite anchoring, and it's quite, you feel like you're in charge because the anchor is inside. So, this is what I met, I think, a couple of months back when I started deeply looking at what is my core self. What are the qualities that is the essence of Deepa Mahesh? And when I discovered my own qualities, the essence of Deepa Mahesh, and when I started connecting with that, I realized I am unstoppable because these qualities are always there. When I was born itself, they were there. And maybe I was not fully aware of them. Maybe sometimes I was connecting with them, sometimes not. And therefore, when the outer circumstances came, if I had the connect, I had the capacity to meet that situation. When outer situations came and I did not connect with my inner core self, I was thrown all over. So, friends, I'm trying to bring to you the core, the concept of the core self, my core self. It's like this flower. If you look at this flower, for me, when I think of a core, I think of a flower. If you look at this flower, it's got these petals. Especially if you see a rose or some flowers, you will understand that there is this centermost part, which is the core, and this is the periphery. And when the flower withers, the periphery falls away. When it gets dried, but the core always remains. If you apply the same principle to human beings and to yourself, and if I apply it to me, my center are these qualities that are always there within me. They're always present and they contribute to my shine, to my radiance. And the petals in my life signify all the areas that I use this radiance to shine through. If I understand what are my core qualities, then whichever area of my life I'll be able to shine. But if I'm not connecting and if I'm not continuously connected with my core qualities, I'm unaware, I'm unconscious, I'm just living, and so when I'm aware, when situations come, I'll be able to connect with that definitely and emerge out of that. I don't have to depend on outside. So our core self is the most magnificent expression of who I am. Who am I in my innermost being? That's the place I'm always present. I'm always home there. Irrespective of my father is there, my mother is there, my brother is there, my spouse is there, I am always home there. And I'm very comfortable there because that's the most natural state of existence for me. And they show up as qualities. So some people call them core values, some people call them core strengths. You can name whatever, but that is your core. Those are your core qualities. For example, my core qualities are connectedness, love, oneness, power. And when I have written them down and I have created an expression of this, every single morning when I wake up, I connect to these core qualities and I use them to express these in my day-to-day world. So it's like a muscle, If you know that you have this muscle and if you work on those muscles more and more, it becomes stronger. So if you know that that's your core quality and if you use that in all areas of your life, then it becomes stronger. You become more and more connected to your core quality. And let me tell you, it's always present. All we have to do is to connect to it, know it, become aware, remember it, and express it. And express it fully, because that's where you are home. That's exactly where you are home. So if we remember, connect, and invoke it and express it, you're unstoppable. That's how I feel right now. These days when I'm connecting to it more and more, I feel unstoppable. And as a part of this connection, I feel called to offer this experience, to 20 people. We completed one year, or Purna Wellbeing completed 1 year. And as a part of this anniversary celebration, I wish to work with 20 of you who wish to discover their core self. So if you feel connected and if you feel you want to discover your core self, please write to me. Either you can message on Purna Wellbeing, if you're watching, many of you are watching, so you can message here itself, or you can write to me. If you have my phone number, then you can message me there, or you can write to me on purnawellbeing@gmail.com, and we can schedule your one-on-one. Each session would be 1 hour. And at the end of the session, you'll be able to see what your core qualities are. After 20, definitely it will be a paid offering. But for now, I wish to offer this to each one of you as a part of the celebration. So reach out to me, make the most of this, and really celebrate and know your core self. Have a great evening.